Okay, can we do one last Colts discussion about, let's say Corbin's prediction is right and Tennessee comes in here and squashes our Halloween pumpkins. How do we make the playoffs if we lose this game?
Don't.
I am with Yoli. I do not think we get into the playoffs.
Okay, so the
There's too
thing
much.
is no, I think we still have a chance because there's no I don't know. I don't see this is a hard one.
We have a lot of like guaranteed W's on the schedule, but then we have Bills, Bucks, Raiders, Cardinals. That's 4 more potential losses if we
It'll
lose to
just be
Tennessee, we'll
weird.
already be at 5.
If we go 11-6 or 12-5 or 10-7, I just don't see a possible way of being that record and not making it. I understand that there's a lot of teams that are doing really good right now. It's just I don't know. I don't see the Raiders balling out for the rest of the year. I don't see the Patriots maybe, but
Nah.
I don't see the
Patriots are one of those
Browns.
teams. Patriots are one of those teams. They could compete. Like
You got the Steelers
they're
at
not a
3-3.
pushover.
They're
The Steelers are still
Steelers
there too, and I don't know who they
pushover.
have, but the Steelers can easily be a wild card team if they can just stay healthy
Steelers
on
put up
offense.
Browns this week. A couple games go our way, and the Ravens and Bengals lose some. We could be back in the race
Because
for the division.
Raiders, Bengals, Steelers, who else? Either the Browns or the
Browns.
Ravens. One of those, whoever doesn't win that division, is also going to be fighting for that wild card. The Colts.
There's a lot of
There's not
teams.
even a guarantee that if we win this week, we're going to win the division because Tennessee, this would be Tennessee's only loss because they're not going to lose to the Jags or the Texans either.
You said Colts play Raiders, Cardinals, and Bills,
And the Bucks.
and the Bucks. I mean, that's 4 playoff teams right there so far.
And with this team, we haven't beat a playoff team since last year was the Packers, and I think we've played like 6, 7, or 8 since then, and we've lost all of them.
You gotta keep in mind though, like I understand that close games don't mean anything if you don't win them, but I mean if we're playing close with the Ravens and Rams, I mean Ravens did lose to the Bengals, but especially the Rams, we're losing by 3 points to them. Like
I know what you're
that
saying,
shows
but
that we
that's
can compete
still
with
an L
anybody.
in the
I
record
know,
that
I
gets
know.
you
Yeah.
further away
I
from
think
getting into the
I
playoffs.
think what Jax is saying though is like it shows we can kind of compete with those top talent teams though.
Yeah, no, I
And
definitely
Because think
agree.
about this:
and I honestly think
we beat the Titans, that will put us up so much higher. Because the thing is, the Titans, what are they right now? Like a top 3-4 team, like
In the
not the
AFC?
best in the AFC. Like
Yeah, they're probably top 3, 4.
that's in the league. So I mean, if the Colts beat the Titans, and then we're like, oh shit, like Colts are actually doing something with it beating. I'm trying to look at their schedule again. Who we play after the Titans?
The
Yeah.
Jets and the Jags are our next 2 after them. I don't know if that's that order, but
I was thinking we were playing the Bills quicker. I was gonna be like, we beat the Titans, then all of a sudden we come around and like miraculously win against the Bills. And we're up there at the top of the league. Like
no,
if you
what's
get a
really
hot
good
win
for
streak,
us if we beat Tennessee this week, then we have 2 easy ones to add 2 more to this already
it's 3
one.
straight home games, by
momentum.
the way.
It's all about
Yeah,
momentum.
and it's all home. So, but like
Ooh.
I was saying, it's not even a guarantee that we win this division if we beat the Titans because I don't see the Titans losing to the Jags or Houston either, and they still have them a couple more times. So I don't know how the tiebreaker works.
This is a huge game, dude.
And
This
Tennessee
is
has beaten Kansas City and they've beaten Buffalo, so they have those kind of tiebreakers if they're needed later on with those other top teams as well, like AFC
if we
record wise.
if we lose the Titans, what I gotta say is this: other than winning these easy cheesy games, if we lose the Titans, we gotta beat these AFC teams that compete, like the Raiders, Patriots, and Bills.
Yeah,
Um,
that's just like
It's
we're gonna
gonna be
make
tough.
it. I know I've said it, and I agree with Yoli. I personally don't think that we're gonna make the playoffs, but it's not gonna be like it's a 0% if we lose to the Titans. We're just gonna put ourselves in just such an unnecessary
It'll be
hole
very.
that's just gonna suck to watch it play out to end the season.
You pretty much have to go perfect the rest of the year if you lose against the Titans.
To really
Yeah, I mean, you already.
solidify the playoffs, perfect.
Yeah,
But
you really almost have to go perfect as it is already to solidify it.
yep,
I
because
think
Because the worst record I've seen make the playoffs is what 8-8. maybe.
Yeah, I mean that'll just come down to how the other teams are in the league as well. What were you saying,
Yeah.
Corbin?
I was just gonna say, I think like this game is huge, obviously, but what really amplified it is definitely that Ravens game.
Yeah,
Colts can come away with that Ravens game. They're in so much better position, and obviously this would still be a huge game, but it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be that bad because if let's say they beat the Ravens and the rest of the season goes out normal up until this point. Loss to the Titans just drops you to 4-4.
yep.
Which a lot of these other teams that are still potentially playoff teams that probably aren't going to win the division are kind of sitting around that same spot, right around that 500. So I think the Ravens loss is just um, it's
Just
definitely
hurts.
definitely hurt. Yeah.
What really
Yeah.
sucks is the Titans' record. Like they're not losing games either. We need them to kind of get closer to us in the standings here. But the two games we needed them to lose, they beat. So they're sitting at 5-2. We're sitting at 3-4. Even the record itself is going to get hairy down the wire if we don't win. And they keep winning. They have the Rams next week too, so
That'll be
they'll
interesting.
probably win that one because we need them to lose.